Hi and welcome. In today's video, we are going to talk about the top 3 things that you can do to avoid procrastination in your life. My name is Dr. Paul Toote, founder of The Art of Living Well Daily. Let's get started. Tip number 1. To avoid procrastination, you need to be clear about the goal or task in front of you. A lot of folks don't get started on their task simply because they're not clear about what it is that they are trying to do. They are not clear about their objectives and their goals. In order to gain clarity, you need to ask yourself some simple questions. What is it that I'm required to do? Is this something that I'm willing to do? How long will it take for me to accomplish this task? By asking yourself these questions, you will become more clear about what it is that you have to do. Also, by gaining clarity, you will also be more likely to start the task at hand or make a decision not to take on the task at all. Tip number 2. To avoid procrastination, you need to make a decision to do something towards completing your task as soon as possible, no matter how small. By starting right away, you get started in the mindset of accomplishing the task. Remember, an object in motion tends to stay in motion. This holds true for your personal life as well. Starting right away ensures that you will be doing something towards getting the task done, no matter how small. Haven't you been in a situation where you didn't want to do something, and once you started, you told yourself, I might as well get the job done. I've started already. This has happened to all of us at one time or the other. This is because the task seems more daunting in our mind than it turns out to be in reality. If you linger and think and ponder on what it is that you have to do too long, that sometimes leads to what I call analysis paralysis. Once you're in a state of analysis paralysis, the odds of you getting started at all are very, very low. So you need to make a conscious commitment to yourself that you are going to get started. You're just going to begin. Make the commitment that you are going to just start, launch, take some action, do something that you can look back on and say that you have accomplished this much towards completing the task. Tip number 3. To avoid procrastination, when considering the task at hand, think of it in as few steps as possible. This is a mind hack that I have used in the past. When there is something that I have to do, instead of thinking that there are steps 1 through 7, what I do is I simply divide any task in front of me into 3 small steps. Tell yourself that you can do something toward this task by getting started with step 1 and then moving on to step 2 and step 3. For example, say you wanted to take your dog out for a walk. You can simply say, I'm going to get up, get my dog, and we're going to go outside for a walk. Simple enough, right? Or you can say that I have to put on my sneakers, I have to put on some comfortable clothing, I have to get my dog, I have to make sure that everything in the house is locked up before I leave, I have to check the weather, I have to make sure that there's no traffic. You can see where I'm going with this, right? You can add step after step after step after step to a simple task. Now, do you think it's easier for your mind to be willing to complete a task with fewer steps or one that has more steps? Both you and I will agree that it is easier to achieve the shorter process. Now, I have a bonus tip for you. And the bonus tip is to decrease procrastination in your life, place objects around you that will help you achieve your goal. By this, I mean you can use simple reminders and simple prompts in your life to help you achieve your goal. An example of this can be, if you feel like you're starting to procrastinate on a task, you can simply tell yourself over and over in your mind, I'm going to get the job done. I'm going to get the job done. I'm going to get the job done. Or likewise, you can say, I am a person who completes my task always. By putting these messages out there, you're telling yourself that you are a person who gets the job done. Also, what you can do is you can place reminders on your smart device that will go off throughout the day. I typically put 3 reminders on my smart device throughout the day, and those reminders will prompt me at any given time that I've set, maybe 9 o'clock, 1:30, and 4:30. And each of those reminders will have a message saying, I get the job done, I complete my task, I complete what I start out to do. And you can use this at home as well. I hope that you found this video helpful, and I want to encourage you to reach out to us on Facebook. Our page is The Art of Living Well Daily. You can also follow us on Twitter at Dr. Paul Toote at AOLWD, or on Instagram at The Art of Living Well Daily. On LinkedIn, we're also The Art of Living Well Daily, and we are a podcast that you can find on iTunes or wherever you listen to your podcast. And the podcast is entitled The Art of Living Well Daily. Well, thank you so much once again. And if this has served you, please feel free to share this message with 1 or 2 of your friends in social media. Thank you very much, and we look forward to the next time we meet together and we go over some points. And remember, as always, continue the art of living well daily.